Hello, the angel of my nightmare. Cannot sleep, I cannot feel tonight. That song, wait. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of the right one. Hello there. Song's funny. Alright, let's start where I left off yesterday, huh? Huh? I can hear you. There we go. Let's get a lot of this crap. Holy shit. I've, looking at it right now, look how much I've dug into here compared to here. Let me do it. It's a lot. It's much easier to see depth from where I'm at, obviously, because I'm in person, but it looks good. It's been looking good. That's what it has been doing. Holy shit. I always forget how much I have to, really freaking push. Push! To get that deep. But here we are. Fun weekend. Oh, dude, it's always when I look away. It's always when I look away that it flips. I'm so sorry. Y'all. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Yes, I got it right. But it's always when I look away, just when I look away, that it turns around. Does its little flippy, and then does that to me. It slams its Snapple iced tea on the ground. Snapple's good. If you have the... You motherfucker. It's right when I look away. It's always when I look away. No! If you buy, drinks to put in your fridge or whatever, highly recommend Snapple Zero Sugar. Very much a easy drink. All the flavors are good. I don't really like as much the raspberries, the fruitier ones. Just because I don't know if their artificial flavoring for the fruitier ones are better. But the teas, the half lemon, half lemonade, half tea thing, that's really good. I'm drinking that right now. But it's only 5 calories, 10 calories each bottle. Very good. It's not good for you, but it's not bad for you. I mean, calories aren't the devil, but you want to cut them out of your diet whenever you can. Just so you don't have to work as hard to edge out all the necessary stuff to be a healthy person. But, I don't know. I go through, times of being very health conscious, but this is kind of a remnant of that. It's probably from wrestling. Wrestling really did. You really only can get out of wrestling with either an insane, Adonis physique or, an eating disorder. And usually they come together. You... Stop frickin' flipping my damn thing, dude. Or I'm gonna flip my lid. You? Stop it. Not cool, alright? We are not dealing with this today. I'm always kind of wary having my hand here because, shwink. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, keep it behind the barrier. I've not been getting so much luck with that. Let's see, can I, because the sides are kind of causing a little bit of strife here. The fact that it's not, wide enough to open it up. But, Whoa. I think I've been thinking back to the senior superlatives. I don't know if you remember those, but they're basically they're most likely to become the president or blah blah blah. You're voted on by a group of your peers on certain subjects, but they can get freaking mean. like worst driver isn't like objectively mean, but if they've been in an accident, you're like, yeah, this guy fucking sucks. He's gonna die in a car accident. Like, damn, dude. I've seen some that are like genuinely mean. I don't. What was one of the meaner ones in my school? I was nominated for Smooth Talker, which I thought was pretty complimentary, seeing as the industry that I'm in, being or the hobby that I'm doing now. But I did think it was funny that I never got nominated for like Broadway or social media influencer, even though that's what I'm like trying for right now. Not Broadway, but I'm like, you see me right now, don't you? I did think that was funny. That they never thought I could do this. They never, they never believed in me. And it's messed up. It's messed up they didn't think that I was good enough. um, but some are weird, definitely, because it's not the kids who write them or write like the original like draft of all the superlatives that people are gonna vote on. It's a teacher, and the teachers don't like pick who, like they don't have any vote in it. They don't have any sway. They just like tally up the votes and then give it out. But like some of them, I thought were a little invasive for a teacher to even ask for kids to vote on. Like this could be just my aceness talking, but I thought this isn't really a embarrassing thing, but I thought most couple was a little odd. Like I didn't realize high school relationships were that prevalent. I might be like an idiot because I do know like quite a lot of my friends who had more than one relationship in high school, but still, I thought they were very like non-serious, but I don't know. I can't help it. They're just too tasty. The Snapples, they're too tasty. I can't help it. They're too good. They're not as good as Arizona, but for zero sugar, they kind of fuck. They kind of rip, man. I'm not even gonna lie with you. Jeez. Jesus. You're doing this to me, Tony. Tony! Tony! How could you be doing this to me, Tony? Alright, we're back. It sucks, man. I don't want to keep adjusting the camera. I need you to quit it now, boy. We're gonna have some mean words to say with your processor, with your parent company. I'm actually gonna have to, if I remember, and that's always like a big if. Holy shit. Over there is like, wait, let me quit. Look how much that is, dude. This is all from this project. Because I clean these out every project. I clean out this. This is like, I just wanted like a surface that I wouldn't rip up my desk. Like, look how many cuts are on it. Especially like over here where I usually do most of the project. I just wanted something that I could like really stab whenever I want. With mostly whatever I want. Without it messing up my desk underneath. So, this is like a takeout for like a catering cardboard box. Which I think is pretty handy of me. Handy dandy of me. It's quite a handy dandy fella. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, come on. Come on. Oh, damn it. I gotta clean up on aisle over here. Gotta go back and fuck everything up. There you go. Hey, but it's looking kind of like depthy. Hello there. The angel of my nightmare. I cannot sleep, I cannot see tonight. Hello there. It's my favorite part of the song. So long, Mom, I'm off the drum. Oh, I have such an insane. So I do my perusing of music every once in a while, and I find like a bunch of artists that I listen to. But I found this guy on YouTube, and he is dead now, almost assuredly, or he is in like elderly age that he's not making any music anymore. But this guy, back in like the 1960s, was making like Bo Burnham music. Well, sort of. He was a musical comedian at Powow, the modern day Bo Burnham, and I just was very like baffled actually. That's like this medium of comedy had existed for so long. Like I thought obviously there are comedic songs, but his routine is playing songs and then like making jokes. Like the songs are jokes obviously, and he is making jokes along with playing the songs. So very much a shocker to me that this existed previously to the Bosef himself. Like that was very it's this guy named Tom Learn. Actually I was just listening to one of his songs that I like recently. Um let me see. Recently today. His name is Tom Lerner. I was right. Lehrer. And then you guys know how to spell Tom, right? I sure hope so. Sorry. Um, but I just thought that was very odd. You know what I mean? Like, this harkens back to a point that I've harped on, maybe not on stream, but I've harped on it within earshot of people that I live with, and they've heard my thesis on it, like 100%. But people nowadays are very like, oh, look at all these. Jeez, my chair is not a fucking partner in my thesis. He should zip its lip. Sorry. I'm so sorry. It just came over me. I don't know. I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. I still remember that. I remember that. It's always gonna be funny. It's never not what he did, but how he tried to like, I'm so sorry for laughing at this guy who tried to take his life in a private setting, in a semi-private setting. Like, I know it's not technically private property, and it's not like your own private property, but I would consider doing what they did in the woods to be as private of a place as you could get to do the things that they did. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't expect some dude to go hiking out just to laugh at your corpse. That's fucked up. It's like watching someone, or like walking in on someone in the bathroom, but like post-mortem. It's messed up, man. You gotta like respect their privacy and where they chose to do it. You know what I mean? No. Come on in. Can't sleep, I cannot see tonight. No, I have shavings. I always have like an intense amount of shavings on me by like the time I'm done with my carving session. There. Oh, this is not a smart idea. I know, like, it'll give me more leverage, but I was pushing that. Maybe not the smartest of ideas. That one. That one right there was not the smartest of my ideas. Very grainy wood, I do have to say. The grainiest wood. I don't have a good trump. I'm not a great impressionist. I know that might surprise you. I don't know why it would surprise. I'm not, like, it's not where I was gifted in the comedy department. I am usually able to, if I, like, really practice one, I'm able to have one for a good while, but it all harkens back to my memory, man. If I don't do an impression in a long enough, like, interim, I forget it. I can't help it, man. I was born this way. My mind had to shackle my potential. My pure, unfiltered potential. Like, I do say a good Kakashi Sensei every once in a while, like a good might guy. Coolest character in anime. Fight me on that. I dare you. You'd be wrong. That's what. You can't even fight me on it. I'm simply correct. Oh, speaking of anime, big anime news. I watched the Chainsaw Man movie and it rips. It's so good. You need to watch it when it comes out in America. Or you could do what I did and totally go overseas and watch it somewhere else. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I think we both know what I did instead. I took a little trip down to a website called Numerical. No, I actually didn't use 9anime. That place is like a cancerous breeding ground for viruses. Don't go there. It's like pop-up central. Do not click on the pop-up. Just don't click anywhere actually on that website. Just don't use it. You'll brick something. Something good or bad, you'll brick it. The viruses are eating their viruses. Dude, that'd be so funny if like a website is so infested with pop-ups and like cancerous viruses that they just start like infecting each other. I don't think that's not how viruses work. But it'd be cool. It would be cool. Ooh, AI-driven viruses would be kind of spooky, actually. Like self-adapting viruses. That sounds scary. I'm not a IT guy, but that sounds like a real pain in the patookus. Oh, the Snapple's so good. There's a high note. There's your high note for you, ye songstresses. Get out of here. Get out. Get out. Bum, bum, bum. What's that song? Where it's like, I'm totally not doing this right. You did this to me. It's like, wow, wow, wow. I'm not, I can't, it's like a boo womp, bro. You know, boo womp. You know, like when there's sad in SpongeBob. Boo womp. Turn off my boo womp inhibitors. That was a goated. That was such a good thing. Was that? Who's his face? I don't know. I'll actually have to look that up. I want to rewatch it. It has been a month since the routine of rewatching the Boo Womp. Boo Womp. Raiden, what is Boo Womp? You know, when they're sad in SpongeBob. Boo Womp. I can do a little bit of a Raiden. What the fuck are you talking about? My friend keeps referencing that, like, what? How do I get better, Kobe? Sell more records. But I'm already the best. But are you a different animal and the same beast? The fuck are you talking about, Kobe Bryant? I don't remember what that was from, but my friend loves that, like, meme and just quotes it to me on a daily basis about literally anything. If it's anything about, like, being better, it's always that quote. And then if it's anything even tangentially related to getting better, rap, basketball, sports, like anything that he could really weasel in, what the fuck are you talking about, Kobe Bryant? He will. He'll do it. I don't know. I don't know how to fix him. He keeps talking to himself. I do talk to myself a lot. Obviously, I'm doing this right now, which is talking to myself. But, like, in my day-to-day, I do tend to speak to myself. Like, a lot. And it's not, like, anything kooky. I've only heard voices once, and they were not for any... I've only heard voices one time. And they weren't telling me to do anything. I think it was just like a auditory hallucination. I don't really know what it was caused by, but I just heard someone going like, I was like, what the fuck? They're like, what? 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 Very quietly. Couldn't really make it out. That's the only time I've ever heard. It was very freaky too. I was like, oh, I was kind of young. I was like, Mom, I'm hearing voices. Mom, Mom, I'm hearing voices. Oh, I thought it recorrected for a second there. I was about to be flipping angry. Wait. See if I can tilt. That seems better. Because now I can have it closer to the edge and still work. Much better. Much better. Whoa. Ooh, oh no. Slow your roll, cool cats and kids. What was that from? No, I remember this vividly. Someone said cool cats and kids, and I don't know where it's from. It was something weird. I know that I've, like, spent so... I'm sure this is true for a lot of current generations, current peeps, but I've spent so much time on the internet that I just, like, it all kind of merges together. Again, a memory thing. I'm seeing a little bit of a pattern in a lot of the qualms in my life. It's a lot of just not... Oh no, I poked myself. No, I'm not bleeding or anything. Still a little quick poop. Oh, I did cut a little bit, but I'm not bleeding. That's... Oh no! I'm dying! It is very easy to get me to giggle at my own jokes. And I don't even have to find that. I just didn't find that funny. I just have to, like, find it funny that I'm making the joke, and then I giggle. I'm like, but holy shit. I'm thinking we're kind of far, like, impressively far. I'm actually very, like, good on us, man. Yo, good on you. You know, I couldn't have done this without you. I'm just lying. I couldn't have done without me. You did nothing. You disappoint me, kid. Kid, I don't know if you have the chops to get it in this business, to make it here. As the number one. Do you know what it takes to be number one in this sort of business, kiddo? Huh, champ? I don't think you got what it takes. I can do it, I swear. Dude, I need to go back to that idea. It's so good. I want to make like a... What was that? I want to make like a... Draw all the backgrounds to a like play or whatever, and then play it out as me as the solo character, and I'm just like talking to myself and doing voices and crap. That'd be so funny. That would be hilarious. And it's all like, and I want there to be the surreal moment midway through where I'm like, holy shit, I'm talking to myself as myself about myself. What is wrong with me? That would be so funny. Like, I think I couldn't... I would be, like, breaking down in hysterical giggles, like, every 20 minutes in this hypothetical play I would put on. Oh, that's such... It's always been such a good idea. I had this, like, first month of me streaming. I don't know what I should... Christmas Tale! Dude, Christmas is gonna be my freaking renaissance. I don't know why, but Christmas... Well, winter's my favorite season. Christmas just has the aura that is insanely fun. Alright? If you're not an American, I'm so sorry. Genuinely. I know Chris Kringeltag, or whatever you guys in Deutschland call it. You got nothing on American Christmas. It is just the most entertaining, the most... Oh, geez. Excuse me. The most entertaining, the most, like, seasonable, festive holiday you'll ever experience. Ever, ever, ever. And it's not even that, like, people aren't like they are, or like Christmas movies from America show where they're all like, oh, 'tis the season. I mean, I'm sure there is some of that where, like, some people donate a little more or whatever, but it's just people thinking that that should be... It is... I don't know how to explain it. It's just, if you've never done an American... Fun! Thanks, man. Look how deep I've gotten into it. But if you're still occupied, I don't want to take away from your stream. 'Tis the season to be holly, fa la 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 la. Bah. I don't know the rest of the song. Let's talk about Christmas, and it's just the best holiday America's got. All good, all good. So deep. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I was talking about jingles going. I am thinking about a caroling stream, and that would be so cool. Christmas is gonna be my renaissance. It's gonna be me remaking myself as purely a Christmas streamer. I can't not do it. Christmas is the best holiday. It's my favorite holiday. Winter's my favorite season. I'm gonna be ripping it up come December. Just expect a new me. A new art is coming this December. Straight to the shelves. Straight to the kiddies' hands. Above the age of majority kiddies' hands. I have to keep that disclaimer in there. Tis the season to be. It's always the high notes, because it's always some choir lady. I don't want to be mean, but she's hitting these high notes that's just impractical for the poor XY fellas out there to be hitting. I just can't. My voice doesn't go that high. My voice only goes this high, and I can't sing up there. It's purely vocal cord envy. I'm sorry. That's my gender envy. It's the fashion and it's the vocal cords. Just sing. I'll give you some tips. It's private. I would love that, actually. I like singing. I think I have an alright voice for singing, but I never took chorus in school. I took band and then I quit. So I have no clue how to sing other than just mimicking what they sound like. Yeah, I, well, my mom took a lot of chorus, so I think I either took it from her or I just was naturally born projecting my voice. I always got very, I got yelled at a lot for like talking too loud or whatever. But I'd always had the thea- theatrical projection of my voice. Speak with the diaphragm, all that crap. I just did that. I did do that without any extra assistance. But I would love to actually learn how to sing. So I just kind of go with the flow. And it works for most things if you can kind of. Holy shit. It's always so annoying because you have to push really hard to get into this granular wood. But you can kind of. Bass. Yeah, you can kind of like jive with it, but you kind of need to know how to sing well to do stuff outside of like what you're naturally sounding like. Like I'm pretty good at jazz without any, or jazz or blues or whatever, just because my voice does it. Tenor, I'll give you some tips later. All right, have fun. I don't want to hold you up. I'll be seeing you. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know how long this stream will go. Maybe it'll go long enough. Long enough. Ah. Oh. That will be the only joke you will get me to say this entire rest of the stream. It'll be purely unfunny jokes from there. That one was kind of unfunny too. Purely wholesome PG-13 jokes from here on out. All right. Oh darn. Oh. Can you guys? I don't even know how to talk about this because it's just so. It's so weird. I always kind of. I know like they weren't good people, and so you don't want to like. You want to kind of get the message out that they weren't good, but I was. Holy shit. We're good. I was like kind of young when they first started being like, well, George Washington was actually a bad guy, or Columbus was actually kind of the villain of this all because he pillaged all these people. And that's true, all right? But let me have some pride of like the person who found America. He didn't find America. There were already people there, all right? We can both agree that he wasn't really a good person. He was just kind of a scam artist who was like, why don't we go this way? And he just took money from the blah, blah, blah. Like, we all get that, right? Woo, shout out. Holy shit, thanks, Fawn. That's real sweet of you. Whoa. That's a lot of messages. Thanks for the shout out. It's kind of. I don't know how to explain it because it's not a bad thing, but like, can I just be like George Washington's my favorite president without everyone being like, well, he was a slave owner, and just because he had sympathy for the slaves doesn't mean, and he released his slaves after he died doesn't mean that he was a good person. I'm like, yeah, he wasn't a good person by our modern, but then you got into the argument of like, should people be judged by modern standards of morality? Like, what if in a million years cannibalism is okay? Would anyone who like abstained from it be considered like, I don't know. There's it's hard to judge someone by the lens of the present if they lived in such a distant past that our moral leanings would be so different to be unrecognizable. But it's also hard not to, because if we don't like take into account these people and their horrible actions, then it kind of makes what everything they did heroic. And if you say everything they did is heroic, that means all the bad things that they did were also heroic. And I don't know where to face you with that moral conundrum. It just kind of sucks. Because you want to be like, George Washington was pretty cool, bro. He married this widow, and he never had any kids. So I'm saying, he married this widow for money. But I'm saying, Ace King, alright? He's my brother. Ace brother out there. And I can't respect that. Because he also owned slaves. And that's not brotherly. I don't know. Studio, I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble morally. I don't know what to tell you. All right, this is one of those things that like it just kind of you got to be like these weren't good people. They did good like Lincoln didn't he's freed the slaves and he did all that. But like if you look into anyone's history, it's always going to be bad. Like FDR is probably one of the greatest American presidents. He's like top 3 with George Washington and Abe Lincoln. He's probably top 3. FDR. But he also has that criticism of like he didn't do anything for civil rights, and you have to be like everyone was starving to death. He couldn't he could have pushed for it. He had basically more power than any other president before or even after him. So he definitely could have done something technically, but there's a point where like a president has to take the moral standing of like not doing anything, because if he held the most amount of political power in America ever. He had the Supreme Court going along with every decision he made. He had Congress stacked in his favor where they would go with what he's doing. Like, besides not even right now. Like, Donald Trump's got an absurd amount of power. Like, he has the Supreme Court agreeing with him and whatever. But there's still people in Congress who think he's ridiculous. And so, like, Donald Trump is held back from having the same power as FDR by the amount of people who don't like him. FDR was loved. And, like, you have to be like, well, he didn't do this, this, and this, but, like, he was great otherwise. He got us basically out of the Great Depression, and you have to... I don't know. I don't know how you weigh that. I don't know how you weigh, like, he did all this stuff so our country didn't collapse from the Great Depression, but he was either depending on how you see it, he was either unable to or chose not to do anything for civil rights, depending on how you make the argument. Because you could make the argument that he was unable to because he needed voters of the racist leaning to make sure, like, he was popular in all states. Because, the racists were stopping African Americans and other people from voting, and it's a hard issue to talk about. And like I don't like that isn't a good thing. Like his wife was like, please do something for civil rights, and he's like, I'm doing something for starving people. You gotta weigh that. Abe Lincoln also. Damn, that Snapple's good. It's not really the time, but it's so good. Abe Lincoln, he did free the slaves during the Civil War, but it was really more of a decision of like having a moral reason to fight the Civil War instead of just like a political one of you can't secede from the nation. Like that was the political and objectively correct reason, because it was against the law to secede. Like you can't just leave the nation without due course, or I think at all. I think that was the law, and the South just broke that. So that's why he fought it, but he did the freeing of the slaves for a moral cause of the war later on, when we were kind of getting pushed back up in the North. Like the North, it's very interesting because if I've seen my documentary or two in my day I don't know why I always get into like a historical talk. I don't really do like I watch some documentaries, but I don't history, not history. His story more like. I'm sorry. Um, why is it always his story instead of her story? I don't know, man. That's just how the word is pronounced. Put the history in the bag. That's mean. I don't really hate history, but it isn't really my best interest. I don't know why I always go into this whenever I'm talking, but I guess we're in a time of political turmoil. Maybe that's why I go into it. I don't know. I just have rants, I guess. Um, but Abe Lincoln is quoted in saying he he didn't do the Civil War to free the slaves, and if there was a way to um and if he had to not free the slaves to finish the Civil War, he would. Like, it wasn't, he did it for like objectively, and I'm sure of the as sure as I can be without like knowing the guy. I'm pretty sure he did it for like a moral reason. He seems like an upstanding guy. But holy shit, wait. This is besides the point. But have you seen the sorry. Have you seen the pictures of Abe Lincoln before and after presidency? Abe Abraham Lincoln before and after presidency. He is like dead. Like, obviously he was in presidency for 8 years, but this is not what 8 years does to a guy. All right. Let me see. I think. Like, look at this. Holy shit! Right? He went from stud to chud. He went from he went from like pretty good looking 40-something-year-old. I'm not gonna look anything up because I have the window open on this is my main desktop on live right now. But he went from like pretty good looking 40-something-year-old, maybe like approaching 50, to like 60, looking like 70, 60, while only being 8 years older. Let me look up the ages. Abe Lincoln was in office. Age. He was 52 when he started off the office. When he started the office, he was 52 when he first, and he was only president for like 4-5 years. Holy shit. He was only 52 when he got into office, and he was 56 in the second picture. Holy goddamn! Not even. This is 52, or this is 42. Sorry. Yeah, 52. This is 52, and then this is 56. That's crazy. Look at this guy. Wow. That's like sad. That's how much like being the president. I think. Wait, let me turn off the camera just so I can. President before and after presidency picture. I'm looking. I don't think there's anything bad on here, so let me open this up. Like, holy, look at all these. Being the president like takes a huge toll on you. Like, Obama looks great. He's like 40 something. I always want to say like president's around 40. He looks great in this picture. Like when he just started office, gray hair, wrinkles. Like, that's really, it ages you. Damn. Like, this to this, you'd think like a decade passed or something. I mean, he was in office for I believe 8 years, but you'd think like 15 years had passed for how he looks. Not that he looks bad, but like Abe Lincoln, this Truman. Wait, is this Truman? I'm pretty sure this is Truman. Truman, World War II, aged like a freaking wrinkle. is aged like a raisin. Like, look at these people. It takes a shitload out of you to be president. before, you just die. You died too close to being inaugurated. It doesn't count, man. I'm scared of scrolling any further, just in case I don't like scrolling the live internet while I'm on stream without, like, precautions of, like, making sure I'm in a incognito tab or whatever. I wasn't there just because I wanted to pull it up fast, but still, just in case, I always like to be safe with live recordings of my own browser. So I want to show you guys what I look up on there. But there's definitely, like, I had this theory in, like, high school when we like learned more about George Washington's life, and I think I had U.S. history in junior year. But I was like, that guy was something other than straight. Not just from, like, whatever, but he just didn't have any kids, which is kind of odd, but he... Let me look at... This is just me researching. This is me researching the presidency. How old was George Washington? He died of, like, the cold, or he died of a cold or whatever, didn't he? Wife when they married. 27? Yeah, like, they... At 27, she could have had some kids as well. I mean, she was... How old was George Washington when he was married? 27 to 26? Okay. Georgie boy isn't... I always thought he was, like, hag maxing, but I guess not. Widowed, age of 26, and remarried George 2 years later. So she was 26, turning 28. Okay. But George Washington never had any kids. I mean, they were both of the age where that could have happened. I'm not going to go into the biology of what you expect of it, but he was something. He was a pretty dope dude, but or this doesn't predicate him from being something, but let me just look this up. I don't think that it'll show up at anything, but I think is there any... Just had to look it up, just because, maybe I'm gonna do some... Russian found out Jordan had no violent children of his own. He's married, never had any children of his own. I'm trying to flag different question. Thinking about okay. Damn, these people are very avid. They're, like, writing whole essays about this shit and, like, Reddit comments. Okay. I think that's enough research for today, but damn. Like, I just had this, like, I didn't really pay attention in class. Or I'm a pretty good student, but I have this bad habit of just really zoning out in a lot of things. And so in class sometimes I'm, like, zoning out. I'm like, I just start thinking. I was like, George Washington, no kids, married at a kidable age, was married for the rest of his life. Married till he was, like, I think he died at, like, 50. I'm not going to go look it up. I've looked up enough stuff live on broadcast today. But still, suspicious, I do say. Not a bad thing. Like, if George Washington was gay, yo, we're back. America's back in its like heyday. If we find out that George Washington was like confirmed somewhere, somewhere other than Straight Town, we're so back. Founder of our country being LGBTQ, we're winning that shit. Obviously, there's going to be some pushback from some people that don't want to hear that JW was of the community. But maybe he was just too busy for that shit. That could be it. I mean, he was a pretty busy dude. Maybe he was just too busy. He was too swag to get held down by his own wife with kids. There we go. Hello. What's up? Mr. I was not the imposter? Whoa. How's it going, man? Star Wars! Do you keep refollowing? Oh, wait. Give me one moment. Nope, we're good. Sorry. I see you, like, refollow every time you show back up, which isn't a bad thing. That's completely fine, but... What's up, man? Giraffe? Ew. I had to, like, zoom in on that picture. Why'd you show me that? My eyes! We're continuing with the flower, if you're interested. I've been carving this thing out for a few days now. Takes a while, though. Art is a sacrifice that you must make with yourself. You either spend multiple hours on this carving of flower that I can mess up at any moment, or you don't, and you're, like, not an artist. Like, I guess you just don't got it like I do. That's alright. I have been thinking about, like, this, any art project that I start, like, wood carving definitely takes a while. Painting takes a while, too. Painting takes much less than this, but still takes a few streams of, like, my streaming length. But I've been thinking about what I should do after this, and I think I might go back to some Dark Souls if you're interested. I beat Sith the Scaleless, which, if you don't know who that is, don't worry about it. But where did you pop? No, I think you popped in after I beat Sith, maybe. I'm trying to think back. This has been, like, weeks since I played Dark Souls, so it's really coming back to me. But, anyways, I was talking about, yeah, what was I talking about before the president thing? I went on a whole tangent about, like, don't look in, how do I word this? I always thought it was very interesting to look at before and after pictures of, like, presidencies, because if you do, people that were in there for, like, 4 years in office, if they're, like, look up a before and after picture of Abe Lincoln. He was in office for, like, 4 years, but sorry, give me a second. Okay, I think we're good. He was in office for, like, 4 years. And if you look up a before and after picture, he looks like he was in there for, like, 2 decades. He looks ancient. After, like, all the stress of being a president is just crazy. And even for less stressful, like, spans of time, just being a president or being the president just takes, like, a shitload out of the people, I guess. But it looks like a real, like, age ray being the president. I was talking about that, and then I was talking about Christmas. Oh, I was talking about how awesome Christmas is. I can't wait. for like so many years I've been doing like sports over Christmas, so I couldn't just enjoy the break. But this year I'm finally like sports free, and so no more athletics. Let's go just do break stuff. Dude, I'm thinking about a caroling stream. If you don't know, I haven't done a karaoke stream, but I'm really thinking about it. I do enjoy singing. That could be fun. I enjoy the arts. I'm sorry to say, I'm a bit of a Renaissance man, but Christmas is my favorite holiday, and so we're just gonna be ripping out the best. Holy shit! No, my camera. It keeps doing this. It was so good for so long. Why? Why oh why? Um, but I'm very excited because it's just gonna be as good as I can do for. Ooh, maybe I could do a stop motion. I could like make a stop motion. All right, a little bit of backstory here. Some of my favorite movies out there are the claymation stop motion Christmas movies. If you don't know any of them, let me tell you some of the titles. I guess I am going back to the internet for what the heck? Let me go to an incognito tab. So a year without Santa Claus. A Year Without Santa Claus. Just double checking that there's nothing bad on here. This movie, super good. Like the claymation sort of figures. Let me turn off the screen so I can go look at the images, see if there's anything bad on them. Nope. Looking. All right. Don't want that. These sort of like puppetry stop motion things, that could be so fun for, well, it'd be fun for me. I don't know if it'd be fun for any of you, but this could be a really fun, like making a movie of my own or making a Christmas movie of my own, voicing it all live. Oh, that'd be so fun. It'd definitely be difficult. I don't know if I have the resources to currently do it, but it'd be cool. Holy shit. Hi, bot. Be gone. Yep. Let me delete your delete. No, get deleted. Purge. Already banned in this channel. Delete. I think the messages are deleted. Maybe. Yeah, they're deleted. Okay. Just had to double check. That could be a really fun. This could be a really fun stream. I don't know how. What the hell is that noise? I gotta. The heck is happening up there? Give me one moment. Sorry. Really sorry about that. Just had to go check something. Someone was yelling upstairs. We're all good. Nothing bad happened. I swear, nothing bad has happened. Alright, back to the art. But I think that could be really fun. A lot of ideas for streams popping around in the dome. Rattling around in the old dome piece. Maybe I'll do a digital art stream. I haven't done one of those ever. Or I have done one of those, but I didn't have the digital art tablet that I've got now. So definitely gonna be of a different quality. We'll see. We'll definitely see. But I'm really excited for the future of this. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be. I know in between the flowers is just gonna be such a pain. Such a pain. And getting this shit sloped down is gonna be a pain. But it needs to be done. So what can I say? Come on. I need this to be erased. But I've made quite a lot of progress. I should do like a before and after stream picture. Because for just an hour of whittling away at it, now that like I've done wood carving for long enough to know what's actual progress and what's not, I've done quite a bit. I've done quite a little bit. Here we go. The only problem is that I've made all the wood puns I could come up with. No, I haven't. I should actually start making more wood puns. I should pine which ones would be the funniest. You might be like, okay, that might be a little boring. Would you please stop? Oh, I'm so back. Would you please stop? Okay. I got it, man. It's just there. It's up here. It's more of a mental game. You gotta like get yourself willing to sound dumb to make a good pun. Like, this is gonna sound stupid, but okay. I'm okay with that. What evergreen? That one was a stretch. That one was a real big stretch. What evergreen? That one's got me hooting. Walking around the Christmas tree on a Christmas holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in a new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, walking around the Christmas tree. You have no context around this, but that is like one of the most nostalgic songs I know. And I don't really... There isn't a good way to explain it, but like back when I was little, I would... Or my parents, every Christmas, would have like a little radio on like a windowsill or something, and then they would just be playing like the Christmas channel, and for some reason that song always like played right in the beginning of Christmas, because I was always cursed with having to wait for my older sister to wake up during like Christmas morning. It was very annoying. I would always wake up like peak of dawn with my parents, like I'm ready to go. Obviously not with my parents because they woke up early enough to set out all the presents, but I would wait from like 6 a.m. No, I woke up at like 7-ish, 8, 7:30 probably. Like I would wait from 7:30 to like 10 for my sister to wake up because she likes to sleep in during Christmas. Whatever, but that's how you get your freaking eggs cold, dude. And then every year that I wake up late, they're like, "Oh, we wanted you to," or I like oversleep when I'm intending to wake up for Christmas. They're like, "Oh, we wanted you to relax and sleep in." See ya. We wanted you to relax and sleep in and, not be all stressed out and wake up so early for Christmas. It's supposed to be a holiday. Like, I have the other 20 or so break days of a holiday. Can you please wake me up on this one important day? Unbelievable. I don't know who doesn't want to wake up as early as possible to get to the gift giving and receiving. That's some weird stuff. You have to be like a crazy person to not want to rush to the good bit. We need a good... I haven't seen a good Christmas movie in a while. Or I haven't seen a new one that's good in a while. Maybe that's just a me thing. I don't really watch a lot of movies. But I do think that's a little sad. Like, there's no good... Damn. I'm pushing hard. Are you pushing hard or hardly pushing? Come on. Come on, lassie. Come on. Yee. That wasn't good. I was trying to do like a gruff Australian, but I'm not really good at accents. It's my one qual. My one failing point in anything is accents. I don't know why. I'm just cursed to be without accent. I don't even do a good New York accent, and I'm from New York. That's fucked up. Like, I speak such a plain-ass English that I can't even do my own regional accent. That's messed up, man. I can't stand for this. You know? I'm the milk toast of accents. I'm the Honey Nut Cheerios of accents, man. I don't have anything. I don't got it. Is Honey Nut Cheerios the most I'm the plain oats of accents. What's the most common? I think Honey Nut Cheerios is the most common cereal. That's what I meant by it. Maybe not most plain. I guess it depends where you're from. But I have a pretty neutral accent. Unless I'm saying, like, coffee. But even then, I don't say, like, coffee. I'm not a freaking freak. I'm not a straight down to Boston coffee fan. Is that also a Boston thing? I don't even know. Like that whole New York-Boston rivalry, New York-New Jersey rivalry, that's not real. I hate to say it. I hate to be like, oh, I burst your bubble here. That doesn't exist. That's not a real thing. That doesn't exist anymore. I think that stopped existing like literally decades ago. And it's still like, oh, New York and Boston. Dude, I don't even know anyone from Boston. How can I be angry at them if I don't even know what I'm angry at? I don't even know who I'm angry at. I can't be like, oh, those Bostoners. I've never even met someone from Boston. How can I hate what I've never even realized exists? I'm 14 and that's deep? Shut up, dude. Heckling myself. I'm 14 and this streamer is so deep. Like, shut up, man. Can't a man have emotions anymore? No! You traitor! It's a good owl. I think maybe instead of accents, I should go to more of a animal-based impression system. I don't want to do a tiger or a wolf because I feel like, or like a large cat or a wolf because I feel like they have connotations that I'm not implying. Also don't want to go with a monkey. I feel like that also has connotations that I don't want to imply. Rude ones in a way I don't want to say the rude ones. Can you guys hear that? That's really quiet. That's my octopus impression. I think that one's pretty good. Just going. Pretty good, eh? Pretty good. If I do say so myself. That Octo Jad joke is still probably one of my favorite that I've had on stream. Come on. Come on. Yes. I did it. I've done it. Come on. Come on, lad. Ah, there we are. What's a good topic to talk about? Lately, my Vegemite sandwich. That's my only. I need to stop with the accents because I can't hold up to my own sauce. I need to carve out all the sticky bits. It's grossing me out. Oh, I was talking about senior superlatives. And I was talking about how like it's creepy that some of them are like made by all of them are made by teachers, but some of them are like genuinely creepy. And I got into like an ace thing where it was best couple. I was like, wow, it's weird. Anyways, another really creepy one was like best eyes or best smile. I feel like that's kind of invasive. You know what I mean? That's not really like a. I don't know. I feel like that's almost too far. Where I'm like, this is like kind of gross now. I'm just carving out the spot where the sticker was on this. Come on, mate. No. I don't want to carve too much into it. Stop. Stop making me carve into you, dude. I just, like, every time I think back to any sort of media, I remember the Chainsaw Man movie that I just watched yesterday, and I'm like, wow. It was just so good. I'll rewatch it when it actually, like, for real comes out. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I think you guys know what I did to watch it a little early. I booked a charter straight to Japan. No, but it was so good. I'll have to rewatch it genuinely when it comes out because it's good enough where I don't want like the poor quality that I saw it in originally to affect like my lasting memories. It was so good. Damn, dude. This hallway's getting tight. This hallway's getting... I'll stop there. I was going to say something rather crass, and I prefer to keep my pure and PG-13 rating. It'd be weird if, like, you had to say, oh, I'll keep it to PG-13 jokes for this stream before the stream happens. That'd kind of, like... I don't know if it would mess me up, but it would, like, definitely make me think more about any gag that I pull. You know what I mean? Woo! A little close to my nibbies, huh? I meant my fingers. Nothing weird about calling them nibbies, right? You seem like a very anti-nibby crowd. I hate to say this, but you're the problem. If you're an anti-nibbist... I'll stop. It's getting too close to something that doesn't sound good. I've been streaming for a while. It's been almost like half a year, I think. I'll have to like go back to the actual months to see, but it's been more than a few months. I've been very impressed with myself to keep with this hobby for so long. I've been like, whoa, good for me, man, because it facilitates so many other hobbies that it's like the nexus of hobbiness. You know what I mean? Where like you're already doing a hobby and then you're doing another hobby as a hobby. It's like juggling with pogo sticks. You know what I mean? You're kind of layering cool things on top of each other. Layering. I know what will help. What will help? I can't do a goofy. Nope. Still not happening. This goofy is gone, baby. We're good. Holy shit, that really chiseled out like a lot. There we are. Hey, it's going... This is actually kind of easy. Using one of these mallets, and so little, if any, real risk to my fingies, and it doesn't fuck up the back of these like plastic resin grips. And see, I'm not really hitting that hard, so every time I mess up and like, hit my hand, I'm not breaking it. I'm not destroying all digit capabilities. But I think that should be good for I know that like, this is very abrupt, but I was thinking about it. I think this was good for today. Anyone who's there, thank you so much for popping by. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, almost because of Columbus Day, I do have a day off from classes. Very nice. So I will be streaming quite a bit over the weekend. I hope you all have a wonderful day and wonderful weekend. If I don't catch you, I hope... no, switch that. If If I don't catch you, have a wonderful day and weekend. If I do, I'll see you later. Bye. If I do catch you, I'm not gonna catch you. I'm not some sort of criminal or something. Alright. See ya. Bye.